Hey guys, it's Robyn, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. Today I've got the discontinued list. This is the stuff that is retiring from the Scentsy catalog. Right now we have the fall-winter catalog active and most of the things in it are 10% off right now. The exceptions to that are the charitable cause warmer, the whiff box, your licensed products, and the perfect Scentsy bundles and the Scentsy systems. So we have quite a few things leaving the catalog as well. Now this is typical for this time of year. We lose most of the fall-winter scents when the fall-winter catalog retires. Most of them will be back next fall on September 1st. Some won't be. Now, the game we always play with Scentsy is trying to guess which ones are going to retire and not come back in the fall. Because the way Scentsy Club works is you have the always get my bar perk. So with Scentsy Club, you always get the bars that you add to your club. That includes ones that don't come back. So if you were to add apple and cinnamon sticks to your Scentsy Club, you would keep getting it forever if they didn't bring it back next season. Now, if they do bring it back next season, very nice. You just kick it out of your club and you just buy it from the catalog. If they don't bring it back next season, at least you've got it. So we're always playing this game of, do I think this scent is going to come back? And the answer sometimes is yes, I'm very confident that one's going to come back. And then sometimes we're just kind of guessing, this one doesn't seem popular, will it come back? So in this video, I'm going to go through the things that are definitely leaving. Some of them are warmers, like the things like the warmers and stuff, they are not coming back. Like 1000%, they are gone. But the scents are a bit more up in the air because most of the scents will return next fall. Some won't. But these warmers that we're going to talk about, these are done. Like they're not coming back. So if you want these ones, grab them. And there are a couple here that surprised me for sure. So again, I'm showing Canadian pricing here because that's where I'm located. If you are in the US, you'll see US pricing on my website. The Deluxe Diffuser is leaving. Now, we only had one left in the catalog. It is now going. So Deluxe Diffusers in general are going to be discontinued. So that is the ones that look like this. They hold more water than the Premium Diffuser, so they actually run for longer than the Fancy Diffuser. The Fancy Diffusers are prettier, I'll grant you that. But the Jeweled Diffuser, the Deluxe Diffuser, also has the light feature, runs for longer, and I think is a great value compared to the Premium Diffuser. So if you haven't got a diffuser yet, I would encourage you to try the Jeweled Diffuser. I do have that one. I really enjoy it. It runs for a nice long time. The other thing leaving is the Hogwarts Warmer from the Harry Potter collection. This one is cute because you can't really see it on the picture here, but it has little pinprick stars in the sky there, and the light shines through the windows and the stars. And so it looks like a little starry sky and the little lights light up inside. It's really pretty lit up. The other one leaving is Forest Light. Now this one surprises me a little because this was a very popular warmer when it came out a couple falls ago. It's like this. It has gold paint on the inside, so when it lights up, you do get some glare, and I think that's probably why it's being discontinued. It does have a fair bit of bulb glare, but it does have gold on the inside, so it reflects this really warm light. Very, very pretty. Then the Verve Warmer. This is a 40 watt, so it should be a good performer. And it is hand-blown glass. Each one is going to be slightly different because it is hand-blown. Very, very pretty. And like I said, should be a good performer. Very colorful. Then we have the Coastal Light Warmer retiring. This one is kind of like a beachy crackle glass with like that rope and the rustic painted finish. Coastal Light. And I believe that one's also 40 watt. I think that's also a 40 watt Edison bulb. Those 40 watt Edison bulbs tend to throw very well. Another 40 watt Edison bulb is leaving. They seem to be purging these 40 watts, which kind of concerns me. 40 watt Edison bulb in Vino. This is the wine bottle style one. That's going away. This one surprises me less. I don't see that one used or talked about a lot, but Vino. Then we have the Letterboard Warmer leaving. Again, you can put whatever you want on there for wording. It's an element warmer. Sunset Sands was a newer warmer just a season or two ago, and it's already going. It's a 40 watt as well, very good performer. And a lot of folks said this one looked like an urn, so people didn't like it. Now, I don't think it looks like an urn lit up, but when it's not lit, it totally does look like an urn. So kind of see why people had their thoughts there. That is going away though, so if you did want that one, it is a good performer. I think it's very pretty. You just need to keep it lit up. Otherwise it does look a bit urn-ish. This one is the one that surprised me most, and I am so disappointed because this one is gorgeous and a fabulous performer, and it's right behind me here as well. This is Golden Meadow. It is being discontinued. It's such a good one. It doesn't photograph as well as it is in person because I think in the picture You can see the gold leaf, but you can't see how shiny the gold leaf is, and you can't see the etched details in the white part. In the actual warmer, I'm going to try to bring this whole thing over here. I don't know if you can see it here either. It's got like white etched flowers in it. It's so pretty. So pretty. And like I said, since it is like this ceramic, it's a great performer. And the ceramic ones typically are good performers, but sometimes the ceramic ones are not glazed. And if you have kids or rowdy pets, you probably want it glazed because you can have waxidents spill over. Then you have a waxident. So this one is glazed, so if you do spill wax, you can easily wipe it off without leaving stains. So Golden Meadow is one of my favorite warmers. I am sad that it's leaving. The Woven Charitable Cause warmer is leaving. That is not a surprise. These Charitable Cause ones only stay for one season, so we knew that would be leaving, but this is your last chance to get that one. Proceeds from that one, or a portion of the proceeds, will be going to like hunger-related causes. The Salerno warmer. This is, again, one of my go-tos for people that I'm buying like housewarming gifts for. Salerno is a go-to because it goes in anyone's home decor scheme. It's super cute. And there it is. Nice performer, and this is an unglazed ceramic, so again, a very good performer. This one you do have to be a bit more careful with though, because if you spill wax on it, it might be harder to get off. Classic Curve Gray. The Classic Curve warmer is a classic. A lot of folks say this is a fabulous performer. That hasn't been my experience. I've had very mediocre performance with the Classic Curve. That's just my experience. I have heard good things from others though. So let us know in the comments below if you have that Classic Curve warmer, how does it do in your house? Because in my house, it is just okay. Then we have the Zen Rock leaving. This is an element warmer. It is being discontinued. This one does not surprise me too much because I don't see it used or talked about very often. And then we have all three of the mod warmers. These were like a petite warmer designed as a full-size warmer. Like they do hold 4 cubes. They're a full-sized warmer, but they're petite. And the idea is that they're plastic, they travel well because they're plastic, and they're a lower price point. Now what they've done in the new catalog is they've replaced these mod warmers with same price warmers that are just a little bit more elegant, and they're not plastic though, so they probably won't travel as well. They're ceramic, but they're the same size, same general shape, and there's a jet colored one, a fleur-de-lis pattern one, and a white fluted one. And they're just pretty elegant, delicate, simple. Same price point, but I think they've kind of upgraded the style. Like they're all the same shape and size, but just kind of like zhuzhed up a little bit. Again, the downside of the new ones is that they won't travel as well because they are ceramic. So if you're a person who travels a lot, or you do want a plastic warmer because you have kids or things, and if they knock it down, it won't break, this is your last chance to get the mod warmers in all 3 colors. Mini warmers. Crowned in Gold is leaving. This is a pretty iridescent and gold turquoise warmer in glass. The Emerald Waves warmer was fairly new actually, a couple seasons ago. This one is going away as well. I haven't heard much about Emerald Waves, so I'm not sure even to tell you if it's a good warmer or not. I don't know. Gold Cracked Marble is leaving. Again, a glass one. That would be nice in bathrooms, I think. The Marble warmer is leaving. This one does seem more heavily used. I'm surprised that one's leaving. People like that one for bathrooms because it does match most people's countertops. Midnight Floral. This one does not surprise me. It's a pretty warmer. Like, much prettier than you think it's going to be when you see it unlit. But in person, it's very beautiful. It has been in a whole bunch of join kits lately. I've seen it all over the place, so it seems like they're trying to use up the stock, so I'm not surprised to see it in the discontinued list. And then Ocean Life. That little guy there is going away as well. He's a good performer. He's ceramic, so nice performing warmer as well, if you like a beach theme. The Hedwig Scentsy Buddy is leaving as well, and being replaced in the catalog by the Harry Potter Buddy. So if you want Hedwig, this is your last chance. Buddy Clips are leaving. We're getting 2 new ones instead in the catalog. So Ezra the Elephant in Berry Bright and Jenna the Giraffe in Hibiscus Pineapple are being discontinued. Last call on those guys, and again, none of these items are going to be back. The ones that we've just talked about until now, these are done. Like, these are not coming back. You might see them in a flash sale or clearance some point down the road, but no promises. So these are like last call. Okay, now we're on to the scents. Now, as we go through these scents, don't panic as much, because probably 10 to 15 of these scents, well, probably closer to like 15 to 17, 18. Some of these will not be back, but most will be. So I'm going to go through the scents that are retiring for the season, and we know that most of them are going to be back next season, but some won't be, and I'm going to try to predict which ones are not going to be back. I am not going to get them all right. There is no way. They always throw us curveballs, and there's no way I'm going to get these all right. But if I had to just make predictions and let you know what I'll be clubbing, because I worry if it's going to come back, I always think with clubbing, if you put it in your club, it's safe. You're going to get one shipment maybe between now and September, because you can skip one. And so you get one shipment. Then you have bars in the wings already waiting for you. You've gotten them 10% off anyways. So there's no downside really to having them in your club safe and sound. And then, like I said, in August when we get the scent list, you boot them from your club and don't get them shipped to you anymore. So Alpine Escape was a new release this season. I'm not sure if that one's going to be back. They did bring all 10 new scents from last season from last spring summer back to this spring summer. So they might do the same for fall where they bring all 10 back. But I didn't see Alpine Escape getting a whole lot of love this season. So it would not surprise me if Alpine Escape didn't come back. For me, it's not a club bar anyways, though I wasn't a fan personally. Apple and Cinnamon Sticks has been in the catalog for eons. It seems fairly popular. It doesn't get a lot of talk, but I think it's one of those ones that people who aren't like super hardcore wax fans really gravitate to. Because I think the folks on YouTube and the folks who watch YouTube videos about Scentsy, we are like diehard scent lovers. We like things really fresh and unique. Apple and Cinnamon Sticks is a classic. It's a very strong, good performer. It's a well done scent. It's a classic. And I think people who are just kind of like more casual Scentsy customers are very likely to order Apple and Cinnamon Sticks because it's a classic. So people who just kind of like those very like baked apple pie, vanilla bean buttercream, Amazon Rain, the classics, I think those are the folks who are loving Apple and Cinnamon Sticks. I think it will be back. I'm not going to club it. Arctic Kiss, I'm not sure. On one hand, I didn't think it would be back this year because it didn't get a lot of talk last year either. So I think it could be on its last year. I'm not going to club it myself. It's not like a love. I would be sad without it at a type scent for me. But it is very unique. So if you like Arctic Kiss, there really is nothing else like it. And for that reason, if you do love Arctic Kiss, I would club that one. Because I'm on the fence on whether that will be back or not. Around the Campfire, I always think it's going to be its last year. This is a scent that is very polarizing. People love it or hate it. When it's fresh, it smells like wood fire smoke, like just campfire smoke. And that is very off-putting to some people. Once it ages for a while, a lot of like woodsy, really beautiful vanilla, like brown sugar tones develop, and it's gorgeous. But until then, it's pretty polarizing. I like it as a mixer, and I will club this one because I always worry about this one not coming back because it is so polarizing. Autumn Hearth. This is a spiced apple and tonka type scent. I worry about this one every season too, but it always has come back so far. I probably won't club it, but I will grab a bar or two just in case they do retire it. It's one of those ones that I personally warm like once a year, but I really do enjoy it. So Autumn Hearth, if you love it, I would club that one. What I think might happen next year is I suspect we're going to get Apple Spice Season that was in the Harvest Collection this fall. I think that's going to make the catalog next year. That was very popular. I think it's going to make the catalog. And it is similar enough to things like Autumn Hearth, to things like Apple and Cinnamon Stick, and even to Autumn Sunset, that I think we're going to lose at least one of those three scents. So I suspect, if I had to make a prediction, Apple Spice Season will make catalog next year, and it will boot out Apple and Cinnamon Sticks, Autumn Hearth, and or Autumn Sunset would be my prediction. So any of those three I would club if you love them. Autumn Road Trip, I think that one's safe. It's very popular. It's like an apple, outdoorsy, fresh leaf type scent. I think it's safe. I'm not going to club it. I do really like it, but I'm not going to club it. Autumn Sunset, like I said, I would be concerned. If you love that one, I would club it. I did pick up an extra bar, but I'm not going to club it. Balsam Spice, I think is safe next year. I don't think they're going to discontinue that one. It was wildly popular. It was probably one of the more popular new release scents this year, Balsam Spice. I'm quite confident it will be back, but I am going to club it anyways because, like I said, Scentsy does throw curveballs once in a while. And just because something is popular with the YouTube community and with the, wax fanatics doesn't necessarily mean it was popular with the rest of the population. I think Balsam Spice was, though. I think it was popular for everyone. I think it will be back, but I am going to club it just in case because I loved it. Brown Butter Pumpkin, I think will also be back, but I am going to club it because I loved it. It was also a new release this year. Candy Cane Buttercream, I am not sure. I personally don't love this scent. Like, I like the scent of Candy Cane Buttercream, but I don't find it performs well enough in my home for me to purchase it. So I don't order it, but I do see a lot of other people order it. So it may be popular enough to come back. It is a very good scent. So I am not sure whether we're going to see candy cane buttercream come back. What I think they might do is put Mint to Be Merry in the catalog instead. Is it already in the catalog? No, it's not. Mint to Be Merry isn't. I think they might do that though. I wouldn't be surprised to see them kick out candy cane buttercream in favor of Mint to Be Merry next year, would be my guess. Caramel apple craze I think is safe. It's a very popular candy apple scent, like with caramel. I think it's popular enough to come back. People love that one. It's a very good one. I would be very sad if they got rid of it. I'm not sure if I'm going to club it or not. I haven't decided yet. Cashmere and corduroy. This is a fence one for me. I don't know if it's going to be back or not. I think it's still popular enough. It was wildly popular when it first came out, but it has been dipping in popularity like in the last year or so. But I don't know that it's going to be kicked out of the catalog just yet. I think it will be back, but I wouldn't bet money on that. Like if you love cashmere and corduroy, it's another one kind of like Arctic Kiss where it's so unique and there's nothing else really like it, that if you love cashmere and corduroy, I would club that one. I'm undecided if I'll club that one. Cedar cider, this one I worry about every season. It is a classic old school type scent. It is like this beautiful cedar wood, apple. It's the perfect like woodsy fall winter spice scent. It is so lovely. And I don't feel like it gets talked about a lot, so I do worry about that one. I will club cedar cider because I always worry about that one, and I don't know that it will come back. That is one that I think could be on the chopping block. Next one is Cherries Jubilee. This one is a cherry scent. It was in the it was a limited time offer last year and it came to the catalog this year. Now sometimes those ones that were limited time in the previous year, sometimes those ones don't come back for a second catalog. Cherries Jubilee might, I feel like. I feel like it did fairly well. I feel like people liked it. I could see that one coming back, but either way, it's not a club for me. I do enjoy it, but I wouldn't be sad without it. So Cherries Jubilee, I think if you absolutely love that one, I would club it because sometimes they do kick out those limited time offer ones for the second catalog, but it might come back. Cherry Chestnut, I really like this one. It was a new release this fall. I think it will probably be back. The limitation of this one is it is very light. So that one, that may harm it as far as coming back. I really like it. I don't think I'll club it though. It's pretty, but I don't think I'll club it. Yeah, Christmas Cottage, I'm confident will be back. This one is just a classic. It does very, very well year after year. It's a favorite of so many people. I can't see them getting rid of Christmas Cottage at all. Cider Mill, I think will be back. It's again very popular as far as I can tell. It's one of my very favorites. Because it is one of my very favorites, I will club this one even though I'm confident it will be back. So Cider Mill, it is the perfect, like perfect fall cider spice scent. It's perfection. It's not very spicy. It's got a lot of sweetness to it. It's got pumpkin and apple. It's so good. Cider Mill. Cinnamon Bear, I don't know. Cinnamon Bear is another one of those ones that you don't see talked about a whole lot among wax fanatics, but I think, again, it is one of those ones that does very well among the general public. I think a lot of folks like Cinnamon Bear because it's a nice basic cinnamon scent, kind of a red hot. I think it does much better with just the general casual scent crowd. So while I would say it gives me red flags for being discontinued, I also think there's probably a sort of invisible large majority who does love that one, who just isn't as super vocal about it as those of us on social media here. Cinnamon Pine Cones I think will be back. People love that one. It's very popular. Clove and Cinnamon, I don't know. It's been around forever and ever. And again, I think it's one of those ones that people do order a lot, but not your scent loving fans. I think it's just a kind of popular one amongst everyone is my guess. But I would not be surprised to see either Cinnamon Bear or Clove and Cinnamon be discontinued next year. So if either of those are favorites for you, I would club them. Cozy Cardigan, I could see retiring. I think it's had its day. It's a beautiful scent, but I think it's one that you don't see talked about quite as much lately. And I think it could be updated possibly. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them do a similar scent next year as a new release and then get rid of Cozy Cardigan. So if that is a favorite of yours, I would club it. Again, it is kind of unique. So Cozy Cardigan, there is nothing really super similar. The closest thing would be Cashmere and Corduroy. Cranapple Crumble, I think, is at risk. Cranapple Crumble is a favorite of mine. It has cranapple, brown sugar, and whipped cream, and it's a beautiful bakery scent. I don't think it's going to be back, actually. That is one that I love. I will be clubbing multiple bars of that one because it's a favorite of mine, but I don't think it'll be back. That one, I don't see a lot of people talking about. I don't see it ordered often, and I think it's only loved by a smaller number of people. So I think while those of us who love it, I don't know that it's as popular as some scents, so I don't think Cran Apple Crumble will be back. So if you're a fan of it like I am, I would club it. Cranberry and Cardamom I think is safe. It's a very, very popular cranberry scent, gently spiced, widely appealing. I will club it anyways because it's a favorite of mine, but I do think Cranberry and Cardamom will return next year. Cranberry Candy Cane I don't think will be back next year. It's a good scent. It was in limited time offer they added to the catalog this season, and like I said, sometimes those types of scents don't stick around, so I would not be surprised to not see Cranberry Candy Cane in the catalog next year. Dutch Apple Bread, I'm not sure. This is one that I don't have a strong opinion on either way. I like Dutch Apple Bread, and I love it mixed with apple and oats. I don't know if we're gonna get this one back. I don't know. I could see them giving us a different apple bakery scent next year and getting rid of Dutch Apple Bread. I'm not really sure, but I do think it was relatively popular, and I think it does stand a chance of coming back. So Dutch Apple Bread, if it's a favorite for you, I would club it. We do have Baked Apple Pie, which is another apple bakery scent. It's not the same. It's not the same. They are very different scents, and I think Dutch Apple Bread's a better performer. So yeah, there's that. I might club that one. I can't decide. Eucalyptus Wreath I think is safe. It's very popular. It's not my cup of tea at all, Eucalyptus Wreath, but I think enough people do love that one that it will probably be back. Falling Apples, I will be shocked if it's back next year. I fully expect that one to go away. It is a beautiful apple oak scent, but I don't see it being very popular. It's very strong, but it's not very long lasting is the trouble with that one. So Falling Apples, I would be shocked if it is back. That one I think is, if I had to make a bet on what will definitely not be back, Falling Apples would be one of them. So yeah, if that's a favorite of yours, definitely club it. Because like I said, you can only club things while they're available. So you can club them now until the end of February because they're available right now. But after March 1st, it's too late. You can't club them anymore. So if they don't come back in September, it's too late. They're not in your club, they're not in your club. So Falling Apples, if you love it, I would club it. Farm Stand Pumpkin, I think it's popular enough to come back. I think it's kind of just like a very mediocre pumpkin scent myself, but it does seem very popular, and I think amongst the general population, I think it does very well. So Farm Stand Pumpkin, I would be kind of surprised if it didn't come back, but not shocked, if that makes sense. If it's a favorite of yours, I would club it. For me, it's just kind of an okay one. I would be fine without it. First Day of Fall, I think is probably safe. I think it's probably safe. It seems to do well. It's a very good performer. People seem to like it. I think First Day of Fall is probably safe, and I'm not going to club it, and I might regret that, but we'll see. Forever Fall, I'm not sure. I wouldn't be shocked if this came out of the catalog next year. I kind of think Forever Fall might not be back next year. It was another one of those ones that was a limited time offer that came to the catalog, and I think it might be one that is like a one season in the catalog type situation, sort of like Cranberry Candy Cane. I don't know that it'll be back. We'll see. Forever Fall is like a squashy brown sugar pumpkin type scent. French Lavender, we know is not coming back. It's not coming back to the spring summer catalog either. So French Lavender, I think, is on the chopping block for retiring. So if you like French Lavender, put it in your club because this will be your last chance to do so. I will be clubbing that one. It's my favorite Scentsy Lavender, and I love French Lavender. Frosted Cedar, oh, I love this one. This one, I don't know if it will be back. As much as I love this one, I think the name Frosted Cedar scares people because woodsy notes and cedar can kind of be less widely appealing notes. And what Frosted Cedar is like a sweet buttercream apple with a slight woodsy tone. It's beautiful, but the name doesn't reflect that. So I think a lot of people overlook Frosted Cedar for that reason. So I would worry that it might not come back. I love it. I will be clubbing it for sure. Love Frosted Cedar, but I'm not sure about it coming back. Gimme Candy, I'm not sure. I think what they might do is catalog Spooky But Sweet next year. Spooky But Sweet was the September scent of the month, and it is fairly similar to both Scary Good and to Gimme Candy. So what I could see them doing is kicking out Scary Good and or Gimme Candy and replacing it with Spooky But Sweet is what I could see happening. So I would club Gimme Candy if you love it. I will be clubbing it myself. I do love Gimme Candy. It's a great mixer. It's like a candy corn, caramelized sugar and honey type scent. Gingerbread Pecan Waffles, I think will be back. It was a new release this year. It seemed quite popular. A lot of people loved it. I loved it too, and I will club it even though I'm confident in it coming back because you never know. Hay Rides was new this year. I think it will be back. I'm not going to club this one despite the fact that I really liked it, because I am confident it will be back and I wouldn't be devastated if it didn't come back. Leaves and Lavender was so unique, and I'm not sure. I think it will be back. It seemed popular enough, but it was kind of polarizing. Some people didn't like this one, Leaves and Lavender. So if you love it, I would club it. I will be clubbing it because I loved Leaves and Lavender, and there's nothing else like it. Make Me Snickerdoodle. I had hoped they would carry Make Me Snickerdoodle into the spring summer catalog, and they did not. So it is going to remain a fall winter scent, and I don't know if this will be back in the next catalog. I'm not sure. I hope it is. It might be. It probably will be. I'm going to club it though, because I do really like that one, and I especially like Make Me Snickerdoodle for spring and summer, which is why I hoped they would make it to the catalog for spring summer bakery, but they did not. So I will stock up on that one and club it for the spring summer. Maple Apple Bourbon. This is another one that I always think could be on the chopping block, but it always seems to come back. But I, again, stand by, it could be on the chopping block this time. So if you love Maple Apple Bourbon, club that one. I don't know if it'll be back. Midnight Mahogany, I don't think it will be back. Again, this is one if I had to bet, I would bet Midnight Mahogany will not be back next year. I don't think it's that popular. I think it's beautiful, but I think it's just not super, super popular. So Midnight Mahogany, if you love that one, I would club it. I am going to club it because I like to pair that with Palo Santo and Cinnamon, which is also discontinued, but in my club. So Midnight Mahogany, I'm betting on a not return. Perfect Peppermint, I think will be back. It's just your basic peppermint scent. They need that in the catalog. I think it'll be back, but I am going to club it because I use that year round for when I have headaches and stuff like that. Pistachio Woods was a new one this season, and I do think it will be back. I'm not sure if it was one of the more popular new releases, but I think it did well enough that it will return. Pistachio Woods. Polar Bear Hug, I think could be potentially on the chopping block. It would be a surprise if it was, because it is a long time well-loved scent, Polar Bear Hug. But they have to get rid of them sometimes, and that one has been around for a very long time, and I don't see it as popular as it used to be. So I would be on the fence on if that returns or not, Polar Bear Hug. For me, as much as I do love it, I only ever warm that one in my daughter's bedroom, and she doesn't love it as much anymore as she used to, so I won't be clubbing it myself. Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl. I saw this in the room spray, along with pumpkin roll room spray in the clearance section last night, and that concerned me for a minute because I was like, oh shoot, they're going to get rid of it. But it was the old formula room spray, so the old oil-based one, not the new water-based one. So I think they were just clearing out old stock of the oil-based room spray. But it's enough to get me worried. I do think Pumpkin Roll will be back for sure. Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl, I'm more on the fence on. I will club both because they're both absolute favorites of mine. Rum Pum Plum, I think it will be back. I know it's a limited time offer and that it's probably less likely to get a second go in the catalog, but I think it will. Like, I feel like it did fairly well. If people liked it, I think it will probably maybe be back. Salted Caramel Toffee, I think is fairly safe. People love that one. It seems to do well, Salted Caramel Toffee. So I'm not going to club it. And again, if any of these, even if they're likely to come back, still club them if they're a favorite of yours. Like I said, I am confident Pumpkin Roll will be back. I'm still going to club it because you never know. And by the time we know, it's going to be too late to club it. So yeah. Scarlet Sunflower, I don't think will be back. They got rid of it in cleaning this season, and I think it's probably on its last catalog run right now. So I don't think we'll see Scarlet Sunflower back. If you love that one, it is fairly unique. I would club it. Scary Good, I think, has a good chance of being retired. It's been in the catalog for a few years. And like I said, Spooky But Sweet was similar, and I think a little bit better balanced. And so I think what I can see happening is Scary Good going and Spooky But Sweet coming to catalog. Silver Bells, I think will probably be back. It's been around forever. It's a widely popular scent. People love Silver Bells. I think it's probably safe, but I will club it just in case. Sleigh Ride, I think will probably be okay. I think we'll see it back. It was a limited time offer last year that made it to the catalog. However, it was wildly popular. So I do think Sleigh Ride, despite it being a limited time offer that made it, will probably get another season in the catalog. So Sleigh Ride. Snowberry, I'm not sure. I think it might be at risk of coming out, but I don't know for sure. That one would give me a little, I'd put a star next to it as a maybe discontinue. Vanilla Barnwood, I'm not sure if this will get a second season. I like to think so. Like, my gut instinct says it will be back, but I also love that scent, so I could be biased. So I love Vanilla Barnwood, and I will club multiple bars of it because I use it a lot. So vanilla barnwood, I think it's probably safe, but I wouldn't bet on that. I think I'm probably biased by my own love of that scent. Very snowy spruce, I think is probably safe. Not my cup of tea, I won't club it, but I do think it's probably safe. White peach and cranberry, I'm not sure. If I had to guess, see, the thing with this one is it's hard because people liked the scent, white peach and cranberry. Folks liked it. Folks did not like it for fall and winter. Folks wanted it for spring and summer. So I'm not sure if it will be back. I do think there's value in having something like white peach and cranberry in the catalog because it is purely fruity. And for folks who live in warmer climates and things like that, I think you need some of those. So I could see it being back, but I wouldn't be shocked if it wasn't. White pumpkin and driftwood was an excellent limited time offer last harvest collection, like year before last. Very popular. It made it to the catalog. I'm not sure if it'll be back. Again, it's going to be up in the air. That is another one that since it was an LTO, if you loved it, I would club it because sometimes they only give those ones one season in the catalog. So I'll be clubbing white pumpkin and driftwood. Winterberry apple tea, I think will be back. It's very popular. It's a classic, but you never know. And I will probably club that one too. So as you can see, my club grows a lot in the spring, summer months. So other things that are leaving are some oils. And again, some of these may return next year, some may not. Blackberry plum, creamy nut, vanilla and nutmeg, mahogany and oak, marshmallow buttercream, ocean mist and aloe, orange blossom and cashmere, orchard pear and apple, peppermint and vanilla. Peppermint and vanilla is a very good one, I would recommend it. Toasted vanilla cranberry, another very good one, I would recommend it. And white peach and eucalyptus. So those are going away and some may or may not be back next season. Car bars are all being discontinued. Those are not coming back. Car bars are, this is the last call. They're all 10% off this month and they are going away. So are the travel twists. So travel twists and car bars, you can get them now for 10% off, but this is like the last month for them because they're discontinuing that entire product line. Body care, we are losing the Glacier body care line, which is like a masculine fresh scent. We are losing the Scarlet Sunflower cleaning line, which is like a cranberry sunflower type scent. It's very pretty. Nice for like late summer, early fall. And then in laundry, we are losing White Amber Antique, but we're gaining Water Lily and Bergamot. So those are the things that are retiring. And as for the body, the clean and the laundry scents, those are not coming back for sure. So Glacier Body Care, Scarlet Sunflower cleaning products, and White Amber Antique laundry, those aren't going to be back. Like those will not be back in the fall, winter. Those are gone. So last call on those. The only things that will likely be back next year are the fall winter scents that we went through in detail. Most of those will be back, but like I said, I shared some thoughts on what I think may or may not be more or less at risk. So yeah, but as always, if there's any that you just are really attached to as far as like sentimental reasons or you just really enjoy, I would club them. That's what I do. Even if I'm confident it's coming back, if it's a scent I would be really sad without or I would miss, I club those. If it's one that I just like but I would be fine without it, I don't club those. But the ones that I would really, really miss and crave, those ones I club. So I hope that was helpful. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments as far as what you think is coming or what you think is going or what you think will come back. Let me know in the comments below what you think is likely to be on the chopping block next fall, winter, and what, if any of these warmers or products you're hoping to stock up on during 10% off month. I'd love to hear in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.